Julie Durda standing by with a look at that forecast.
Yeah, you told us yesterday it was going to rain and boom, like clockwork.
Yeah, and you know, it's nothing we're unfamiliar with, but what's happening is we've had a delay of these sea breeze storms. Typically, you wake up, you see AM coastal shower, PM in the storms. That's our typical summer-like pattern. We're just now getting into it, but now we're adding a little bit more of an influence to it. We have an upper level low bringing us a better chance of showers today with that sea breeze. So I do want to go over some of those rainfall totals yesterday, guys. We saw over 3 inches of rain for areas just west of the Turnpike and northwestern Broward County by Parkland, Coral Springs, Coconut Creek. We saw just about 2 inches in Sunrise, as well as Davie. We got soaked in Weston, right over 595 and 75. A lot of you heard the rumbles of thunder and you dealt with the lightning, and we had that severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect in Weston and parts of Davie. Now, the one interesting thing you notice is you can tell it was all sea breeze driven convection, because as we go to the coast, we barely saw a trace of rain in Aventura and Hollywood. So areas east of 95 looking great. Areas west was about 3 inches that was received in some isolated areas in Opelika. As for now, we've got the calm before the next round of storms. Temperatures are in the lower 80s. We are seeing our feels like temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Here are the downpours we're expecting starting as early as around 9 o'clock across Broward County and Miami-Dade. And then the influence of this upper level disturbance will keep us very soggy as we go into the afternoon hours. That flood threat is our highest concern. And then as we go into the afternoon, we could even see some wind gusts, hail, and lightning. As for your forecast, highs will be in the 90s. Let's go to the tropics. All right, first 10 minutes of the newscast, we promise you that tropical weather update. There is one area we are watching over the Atlantic that when it moves into the Gulf could be something we're talking about. I'll have a lot more coming up.
South Florida, I'm bringing you to a live look right now at I-95 going southbound. This right here is the exit to 441. So you can see you've got some bumper to bumper traffic as you jump off there, but things are still moving nonetheless. I usually tell you to take 441 instead of 95 if things are backed up, but the fact of the matter is that if you want to jump off on 41, you're going to have to sit through this. So definitely give yourself a little extra time. Let me take you to your map. Still, for the most part, in the green right now at 6 a.m. Things are looking good on this Wednesday morning. But this area that gets pretty congested in the mornings is starting to look a little red down there. You can see this is the Turnpike going northbound after Southwest 258th Street. You can see all that red, and it continues to get congested as you move further north. But the good news is not too far away at US 1. Things are looking good, and they're green there for you. Speed's moving slow, normal here. So you can definitely take that instead if you are headed out of the Homestead and Florida City area. Take US 1, avoid the Turnpike. It's definitely not looking pretty out there. I'll leave you some drive times here in Broward County. This is 595 going eastbound, about 12 to 6 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe out there.
We've got to get to this. All right.
Keep going.
6:19 on this Wednesday. Let's get a check on the forecast. Julie, I guess more rain on tap earlier, too.
Yes, compared to yesterday, Andrew. Alexis, South Florida, I want everybody to have their rain gear. Scattered storms are expected in the forecast, and with the downpours that we saw yesterday initiated from the sea breeze, some of those downpours have provided some areas to be very saturated. So any more rainfall over those saturated grounds provides for flooding, being our biggest threat today. As we go into the afternoon hours, those storms will start to diminish, and we'll see the return of Saharan dust as early as tomorrow, though we still have our rain chances around. And then by the weekend, we're dropping those rain chances to about 10%, maybe even a goose egg, because of how dry the atmosphere will be. But until then, we need to prepare for the wet conditions we'll have in place. As you can see today and leading into tomorrow, we're keeping that chance of showers around. Temperatures low to mid 80s, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West. Winds moving in from the south-southeast, bring us that heat and humidity off the ocean and really steering the showers that I'm watching right now over the Atlantic towards our direction. Dew points mid to upper 70s, so our feels like temperatures in the 90s in Key Largo and Key West, 87 because we have some showers in Marathon, mid to upper 80s in Broward and Miami-Dade. So here are those showers and storms we're watching right over Bimini and towards parts of the western Atlantic and even the Keys. So as we take a look, the storm coverage right now, Isla Morada and towards Layton Key, we've got a downpour, Grassy Key as well. But again, widening the view, what I'm watching are these showers because they are expected to push towards parts of Homestead into Key Biscayne, and that activity just over the Bahamas will continue to influence our forecast this morning. As for the forecast being driven in from the upper level moisture content from this upper level low, and then at the surface we have those showers as well. So with that being said, we will see that high chance of showers starting earlier today compared to yesterday, and then in and out of those showers we will see our temperatures warming up. Hazy sunshine tomorrow as that first part of the Saharan dust does roll in, and this is just going to be moving in going into the end of the week and the weekend, pushing that disturbance well away from us in the Gulf. And then as we go into the weekend, that's why we're going to see our rain chances taper off. Today, though, our biggest threat will be the flooding concern from the downpours we saw yesterday, already keeping our ground so saturated. Storms will be possible as we go into the later half of the morning, the afternoon, with lightning, some wind gusts possible. Can't rule out that chance of even some hail. Then we see that Saharan dust moving in. Tomorrow, we are expecting air quality to be average, but then it will start to get a little moderate. So if you have respiratory issues, you know the plan. This is the first time we've seen the Saharan dust this year, so limit your time outdoors. Low risk of upcurrents for you beachgoers, boaters. The bays will be at a light chop. For you in the Keys, also the light chop too. But for right now, let's kind of stay on shore and be safe, because we could see some water spouts out there with those showers over the Atlantic. Rain chances taper off. You can get to the beach and do some boating this weekend.
South Florida, it's Wednesday morning and things are getting busy on your roads. It's just after 6:20. Take a look right here. This is I-95 going southbound as you approach the Golden Glades interchange. Things are starting to get busy in that area. Let me show you your map so you can see that small buildup right there on I-95 southbound that I was just talking about. Let's take you over to an area where we're seeing some heavier delays. This right here is the turnpike going northbound after Southwest 258th Street. You can see that little pocket of red, and then speeds also coming in at 37 miles per hour. So definitely give yourself a little extra time. Otherwise, take US 1 in this area. Be safe.
Hey, you hit the nail on the head yesterday with that forecast.
Thank you, Andrew. And Alexis, South Florida, let's get ready, because ready or not, here it comes. With the downpours we saw yesterday, it wasn't just Opalaga. Weston got slammed with almost 2 inches of rain. Sunrise, as well as parts of Parkland and towards Coconut Creek, Coral Springs, northwestern Broward County. But you're noticing with my rainfall totals over the last 24 hours from the radar estimates, barely even a trace of rain for areas east of I-95. So really, it was all sea breeze driven, which is typical for this time of year. Those storms did bring about 3 inches of rain for parts of Hialeah, about 1.5 inches for Pembroke Pines. As for this morning, we'll call it the calm before the next round of storms, as temperatures are in the lower 80s. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West. We are feeling, though, like the mid to upper 80s and even the 90s out there. As for my forecast, keep that rain gear handy. Showers will start earlier today compared to yesterday. First band will move through by the later half of the morning, and then we'll see another round going into the afternoon hours. As for the forecast, that's going to provide for our biggest threat of flooding today. Embedded in those storms, we can't rule out lightning as well as some wind gusts and hail. We heard a lot of rumbles of thunder yesterday, and those severe thunderstorm warnings were in effect for parts of Broward County. Highs today will be in the 90s. Let's go to the rain right now. There's a few showers just down by the Keys, right over parts of Isla Mirada, Layton Key, and towards Marathon Key. How about that tropical update? Well, let me tell you. The area that is located in the Atlantis is expected to move into the Gulf, with the possibility of development once it moves into the Gulf. But again, our concern is the downpours we'll see today, and Saharan dust returning as early as tomorrow. Got the details coming up.
South Florida, I'm giving you a live look right now. This is as you head toward the Golden Glades interchange, I-95 southbound. As you approach that 441 exit, things are moving a little slow in that area. If you do head out the door, typically at this time, you know already that right there is what you see. Right now, you're just seeing a little orange and yellow, but eventually it'll turn red. So definitely get out the door if you can. Instead of I-95 going south, I'd usually take 441 at this time in the morning. This right here, the delays that we're seeing down by Homestead as you head out of Homestead in Florida City, the turnpike going northbound after Southwest 258th Street. You can see speeds here coming in as slowly as 39 miles per hour. So definitely give yourself a little extra time, or you can take US 1. That looks pretty clear. Let me take you over to an accident we're seeing not causing many delays for you. This is in Broward County. This is on Sunrise Boulevard going westbound at Andrews Avenue. The left lane is blocked here, but definitely give yourself a little extra time. Be aware of the emergency vehicles in the area. I will leave you with some drive times here, Broward County. This is 595 going eastbound. It'll take you 12 to 6 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe out there.
Today morning, South Florida. Hey, how's it going? It is 6:45, and we've got the calm before another round of storms do roll in. Boy, we got soaked yesterday, and because of that, you heard me mention just moments ago that our biggest threat today will be the flooding concerns for the ground that's already so saturated. So your weather headlines, those scattered storms will be around for today. Tomorrow we'll have that return of Saharan dust, though we still will see a chance of a few showers, but nothing like the influence of the upper level low today and the surface moisture. And all of that moves out here for a drier, hotter, hazy weekend ahead. Rain chances prove it. We've got our highest rain chance today. Leading into tomorrow, we'll keep that chance of showers around, but you can see rain chances taper off Friday and into Saturday. I know it doesn't look nearly as bright and beautiful as yesterday, but at least we're seeing peaks of sunshine out there. We'll call this the calm before the next round of storms expected in the next couple hours. As for temperatures, low to mid 80s, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West. We have our winds anywhere between 5 to about 6 miles per hour, not too strong, but it's all about the atmospheric moisture. Look at our dew points, mid to upper 70s, off the chart. You know, that makes it feel so much warmer out there. We've got our feels like temperatures in the 90s for Key West and Key Largo. Marathon, you're dealing with the downpours, and that's why your temperatures are in the upper 80s. As for showers, you can see the fine line of storms right now erupting over Bimini and into the Bahamas. Yeah, and you can see all of it's moving our way. So that's why I want to be prepared this morning. The showers will be something we'll be talking about compared to yesterday, where we had all that sunshine, that heat and humidity that helped fuel for those afternoon sea breeze storms. Opposite today, the storms will start earlier. As for right now, I've got some storms by Marathon in towards Isla Morada. For Layton Key and Grassy Key, you've got some downpours, and we'll continue to watch these showers that are just by the Florida Straits in case we see some water spouts too. Widening the view, the disturbance to the north associated with the stalled out front and the upper level moisture from the east is all going to combine together and provide for us to have a soggy setup today. Those scattered showers will be in place. Tomorrow, that first hint of Saharan dust moves in, so we'll see some hazy sunshine and our rain chances going lower as we go into the weekend. And that continues to be the forecast as we go into your Saturday and Sunday. But today, our highest precipitation will be in place, with that flood threat being a possibility. As we see these storms, we could see some lightning and definitely hearing the rumbles of thunder, wind gusts, and hail as well. As we go into your Saharan dust forecast, we are expecting the Saharan forecast to increase going into average and moderate levels, meaning that if you have allergies, you'll know how it feels and you might need to take some time inside, or if you have respiratory issues just because of that dust that'll be around. Low risk of occurrence for beachgoers, boaters, the bays will be at a light chop. Here's your 7-day forecast. Before I get there, though, I also want you to know for you in the Keys, we've got beyond the reef 1 feet, as well as 1 foot inside the reef with a light chop. So for beach and boaters, let's just wait it out. We have those showers and storms offshore. We may see some water spouts. That instability is around. You can wait it out till later this afternoon, or definitely plan a weekend of beach and boating, since our rain chances will taper off. It'll be hot, hazy, and humid by then.
And South Florida, as you head out the door with that news from Julie that things are going to be wet out there, definitely keep that in mind with your roads as you head out the door. Let's take a look here on your Wednesday morning at I-95 going southbound and northbound at Northwest 151st Street. You can see things are starting to get pretty busy out there. Your southbound lanes typically get pretty congested at this hour in the morning, so definitely give yourself a little extra time. Otherwise, I typically like to take 441 if I'm heading south. You can see right there things starting to build up on the Golden Glades interchange heading south just as you pass Aventura area. Things are getting a little bit more congested as you move further down south in the downtown area as you approach that area. So northbound lanes looking good, though. That's good for you, Miami-Dade County. Let's take you to another area. We're seeing some delays here. This is the turnpike going northbound as you cross over, as you approach Southwest 152nd Street. Speeds here coming in as slowly as 17 miles per hour. Definitely no fun. You can take the Palmetto Expressway instead, or just put a good playlist on and enjoy the ride. Let me take you over to some drive times here. Broward County, you guys are accident and incident free. You did have an accident a little while ago on Sunrise Boulevard, but that has since cleared, so definitely be careful if there might be still some emergency vehicles in the area, but for now it's clear. 595 going eastbound, I-75 to US1 will take you 12 minutes. University Drive to US1 will take you 7. Be safe out there.